So last week on stream, we managed to win the league, promoted to Division 2, La Liga 2. We then followed it up winning the Cup, the Champions Cup, beating Deportivo La Coruña, coming from 3-1 down to win 2-0. To become kind of double champions in our first season. However, leading goal scorer Roberto Fernandez had to go to Levante for £1 million. He had 1 year left on his deal. He wanted to go. 28 league goals in the season, a tremendous season, but he needed to go. We wanted the money in to reinvest into our scouting network. We needed to pick up a striker, and yeah, you've seen the thumbnail, you've probably seen the title. Should we talk about Balotelli? Now, we said on stream we wanted to sign a bit of a boy, a bit of a rascal. Dele Alli is still available on a free transfer. Annoyingly, this is really frustrating. I've actually recorded this as a bug. Someone at SI is actually looking into it. We've got loads of money in the bank. £6 million, I think we roughly get in TV money. We're currently spending 94,000. Our budget is 106,000, and we can only offer 2,700. It says here. There's something not right. There's no other things going out. You know, we're going to be debt-free in about a year's time. I really don't get it. And it's really annoying because we've had Dele and Mario in the same team. We did get Mario really early. And the idea was that I was going to play him as a trequartista. Up front, trequartista, and then have the three behind him been a little bit more dynamic. And then it got to pre-season and we bottled it. I thought I'm just going to play him as a poacher. Flip through the start of the season. We've made an encouraging start, which I'll show you in a minute. We're about mid-table, going pretty well. And we flipped it back to a trequartista. So tomorrow night on stream, we're doing a stream on Sunday night. We're going to see Balotelli playing up front as a trequartista. He's got, strength 14, 15 balance, 14 vision, 15 technique, 13 passing, good penalty taking, obviously long shot, 16, free kick, good at heading, good physical profile. He's got a year, it's £7,000 a week. He's like our highest earner. But this is going to be us. We're going to have these young, exciting players that I'm going to show you and some really good signings that we've made in the summer. But we need a few players like Mario, sell a few shirts, get people excited. And every time he scores during the stream tomorrow night, we'll no doubt will go mental. That is the first one, Mario Balotelli. Let's go and see what else we've done in the transfer window. We picked up Theo, probably Theo, isn't it? Zidane's son. We had him on loan last season just for those few games, 4 goals in 5 games. He struggled a little bit, 2 goals, 2 assists in the first 12. We're just struggling to find a route for him. We're now looking with Mario being a trequartista. We need someone, I think, to go beyond. So we're going to try him as a shadow striker, which he doesn't like. But I am training him, as you could see, to be potentially out on that wide left as that advanced playmaker, and we may go for someone a little bit dynamic in the middle. Do we go to an Enganche? Perhaps. We spent a bit of money. Alvaro Carrillo is in £400,000 from Real Madrid, kind of in their B team. Just a good all-rounder, can play right back, can play centre-half. Not the biggest, but going forward, is he good enough to do a job for us in La Liga? That's where I've been trying to do most of my signings. Is he good enough for La Liga, the next division? Not this division, the next division. And he probably is. You know, those first few years when we're in La Liga, he'll probably be okay as a backup and maybe even a starting right back. Only 22 as well. He's not quite reached his potential, so really happy to pick this one up for £400,000. We've brought in another player from Real Madrid, just Messi. He's just got into our B team just to bolster the squad up a little bit. £600 a week, 2-year deal, few nice attributes. You know, he's got decent vision at 19, flair, physical, his technicals run the way. He's only just turned 19 as well, so plenty of time to develop. And it's one of those players, once again, is really padding out that B team in terms of more quality. Jose Calderon is our new starting left back. We've kind of ditched Sanchez because he keeps moaning about a contract and wanting ridiculous amount of money, basically. So he's now on the bench, and we're now playing Jose Calderon, who's had 2 assists and 1 goal in his first 12 starts. Definitely an upgrade. Good age profile on a free transfer. Nice little bit of potential sell-on value as well. We brought in Peleo. We'll go Peleo. Young, exciting, I think, defender. 6'4", from Barca. Played in their B team last year. Only 21 years old. Good physicals already. nicely. You know, he's not going to be an absolute world beater, but he's probably going to be a nice La Liga backup for us. Also, we were trying to get Wande out the door. Our star centre-half from last year wanted to leave, so we tried to do a deal to get him out. We couldn't get him out, and Paleo was supposed to be the replacement. He played up until the end of the transfer window. Wande stayed, so Paleo's kind of dropped to the bench, but a really good squad filler for us. We've brought in one loan that we brought pretty much on transfer window. We needed another striker. In the case of someone getting injured, Balotelli getting injured, we were really struggling. So we've brought in Alvaro Rodriguez. He's expecting to play regularly as a striker, and I want to go with Balotelli. And this guy will probably no doubt end up getting recalled by Real Madrid, but he was there. We're not paying a penny for him. Yes, he's probably better than Balotelli, but just for now, I want to give Balotelli that opportunity. I also want to see how this Trequartista really works on stream and see a good run of games, playing him as a Trequartista up there. And as I said, Alvaro can come on as a striker. He can come on wide left. He can come on even wide right. Last little signing, we have bought in Armadillo de Vichy. He's a goalkeeper. We didn't have a goalkeeper in the under-19, so I thought, right, I need to go out and sign a decent goalkeeper. And this was the best of what there was, of what we had available. 18 years old, 6'3", really good across the board. I will try and find his real face, and he'll just do a decent job for us in the under-19s. We wanted to make sure our under-19s are strong. Looks like they've started pretty well. Top of Group 4, there is teams such as Betis, Granada, Sevilla in there. Obviously some other smaller clubs, but we have started extremely well. 7 wins out of 7, 33 goals and only 3 conceded. That is very impressive. And that kind of nicely leads us on to the results. We've had a really good positive start. 3-0 against Mirandes. A really difficult start in terms of games. A 0-1 against Celta Vigo. Really late. We dominated possession. We just didn't hit the back of the net, which is really frustrating. Deportivo, good win, 2-0. Eibar, going to be a big side, one of the favourites for the title this year. And then we played Zaragoza away from home. They were something like 12th and we were 6th, and we got absolutely thumped. Defensive mistakes after mistakes. It was one of those absolute horror shows. We then backed it up with a 0-0 over Oviedo. 0-0, kind of becoming a little bit of a theme, I thought, just with chances creating. We went through this little spell here of not really creating much. And then the last few weeks, we've kind of picked up a little bit. 3-1 against Andorra. Really good performance away from home. As you can see, Balotelli just starting to come into a little bit of form. Elche, 1-1. You know, was probably a stronger side in the division. Balotelli scoring again. Catania was a disappointing one. They were down a little bit lower in the table, so disappointing that we've kind of drawn. But another point, another goal for Balotelli. A 2-1 defeat against Almeria, one of the top sides in the division, so we could kind of live with that, I think. We're in games, and then we've just finished Balotelli, 1-0, 86th minute against Barcelona Athletic. And then last one, we've just played a beat who we challenged for the title last year. They got promoted out of the playoffs. 2-0 win, so a couple of clean sheets in a row. That puts us in 9th position. Now, we have played, we're not going to go any further. Obviously, the top teams, by the looks of it, are going to play, but we're in and around the playoffs. I'm not necessarily pushing for the playoffs, but there's half a chance. There is half a chance because I'm hoping that the tactic now sits in. So this is what we're looking at right now. Same back four of how we're playing, same middle two as well. And then I've just kind of we've tried a Trequartista out there. As soon as I tried the Trequartista out on that left-hand side, the relationship with the left wing back and the AP just doesn't work as well. It doesn't work. I think because the Trequartista kind of gets into these areas a lot, whereas the advanced playmaker just tucks in. And I think it kind of stops that overlap going round. So we've abandoned that for now. We've tried Villarreal as a Trequartista on that right-hand side. It doesn't really contribute. So we've gone back to him just being a wing on support. It's amazing how high Balotelli gets when he plays up front as a Trequartista. And I said, we're really going to focus on watching the Trequartista in the stream tomorrow night, 9 p.m. And I said, we've got Theo as the number 10, shadow striker. He doesn't like it, but we just want to see a little bit more from him. I said, the plan is train him out there, get out there, potentially maybe get Dele Alli in January to be the shadow striker. That would be wonderful. All right, guys, that is it. A little bit of a catch-up ahead of tomorrow night's stream. I'm not streaming tonight because it's Man United versus Newcastle. I want to chill out and watch that, and then we'll catch up the stream 9 p.m. tomorrow night. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Take care. See you later.